So the plan this morning had been to do a different mountain, but my old mountain goat here is kind of staring at me all morning, so I was thinking I haven't actually taken her on a hike in a little while. Not on a good one anyway. So figure this one's kind of a classic. I do it quite a bit in the summer and the winter. It's a decent hike, but it's nothing too crazy. Actually pleasantly surprised on the weather so far today. It was supposed to be cloudy with showers, and actually it's seeming pretty nice. Fairly rainy this morning, but not bad at all now, so yeah, we'll see how it is. It's fairly windy. Brought the chainsaw along just in case. Figure I'm probably not going to see many other people up here. It's usually fairly quiet, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, we're starting to get some pretty good elevation here. Still a little ways to go, but well, we're getting there. Actually surprised. I was expecting after that rainstorm last night, I was expecting there to be some snow up high this morning, but well, not yet. Soon though. Probably gonna be having to put the tire chains on to go places like this pretty quick. And after that, it'll be sleds only. But this road you can still do on a sled pretty much all winter, so it's a pretty nice spot. So I know it's not going to look like it on camera, but this road gets real steep, so most people have already kind of parked by now. Because this old mining road is more of a quad trail, but this thing, I think, can handle it. So we are going to be going straight up here. It's yeah, it gets pretty darn steep. We had a pretty good rainstorm through here a little while back that kind of messed these trails up with all the water, so this might be a little more difficult, but yeah, that's the kind of shit you usually do on a quad. But obviously the dogs can't ride on the quad, so here we are. Crazy enough, this ain't actually the steepest part. The steepest part is still just up here. Hopefully it's not too washed out. Turning around here is always a pain. I had to do it in the snow a couple times, because in the snow, even with the chains on, just can't make it. But as long as there's no snow and it's not too wet, it's doable. It's just very steep. The road did wash out a little bit here. That'll be a bit of a lean. Ooh, boy. There we go. A little bit of spinning, but we're all good. I imagine this doesn't look like much on camera, because it never does, but yeah, this is very steep. I didn't even consider this steep on a dirt bike. Nothing this van can't handle. I just find the trick with this stuff is just kind of Slow and steady, trying not to let the tires spin much. Cool. Well, that is the worst of it. Now the trail opens back up here. So in the spring, usually this is about as far as you can drive for quite a while, because this whole area is all the snow just builds up here and slides down here and through that slide path there, and then yeah, this whole area stays buried for a good while. And if this one doesn't, then there's another one a little farther ahead here that stays buried even longer. That's, you walk over, it's probably a couple stories deep. Yeah, see, we'll be at that one here pretty quick. Yep, here it is. This whole thing is just one massive slide path. So the rest of the trail up to the ridge, we're pretty close. It's yeah, it's not much worse than what we've already done, but it's just loose enough that I usually just park down there and call that pretty good. Oh, we got up the ridge for a little bit now. Pretty cool view. Still pretty windy. Surprisingly chilly actually. But anyway, there's our peak up ahead there. So a little ways, but not too far left to go. Should be like 20 minutes, maybe something like that. Half hour, we should be there. Well, we're here at the peak. Pretty nice up here actually. A little chilly, little windy from time to time, but looks like there's a pretty good rainstorm going on over there. So yeah, a couple guys on trials bikes came up here. They're pretty nice. Not really sure how I feel about those bikes yet. I like dirt biking, seeing where I can get my bike. But it used to be you get on a ridge and hike the ridge, and you can be fairly certain you can get just about any peak that's connected to it. And you're basically alone the whole time. It's pretty awesome now. It seems like anytime there's a good open ridge like this, there's guys on those bikes shooting around. Which I guess good for them. But anyway, we're going to start heading back down now. Well, I'm not sure the camera will pick them up very much, but the storm that's rolling in, I guess it answers how cold it is up here, 'cause it's actually snowing. Not very heavy, just tiny little pieces that aren't going to stick around or do much of anything, but still it's kind of cool. Well, that was a fun little hike. We're just driving on back down. It's a little bit of a drive, just so I don't drive that fast off road. I don't like repairing my vehicles more than I have to. But anyway, yeah, it's still snowing really gently. Not gonna stick around much, I don't think. Might tonight though. But anyway, just heading down. Well, we're most of the way down. I think he's tired. He's a little bit tired. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know if I mentioned this one yet, but I think he's like, what are you, like 10? Yeah, I think you're 10. She's 13 though. You wouldn't really be able to tell by the way she hikes, but anyway. Yep, still working our way down. Looks like we got out of there in time, because it's getting all cloudy and stormy now. So, anyway. I think there's a spot I've been wanting to check out for, well, years now. I've just never gotten around to it. Just when I look up the creek, there's a random pipe crossing it. So I think on the way back, what the heck, let's check that out. Might be something, might be nothing. Probably nothing, honestly, but yeah, we'll see. So this is one of the spots, and then it continues on the other side of the highway. You can barely see it from the highway, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere. It just ends on both ends. So I noticed there's random chunks of pipe in the creek here, fairly buried, so probably fairly old. Yeah, that's gotta be fairly ancient. So yeah, there's more over here. Another piece of pipe there, just sticking out of the ground. So I bet you there's some stuff in there. Probably worth taking a look sometime, but I'm gonna go check out the other side of the highway now. Oh, there's the highway down there. I've literally been driving past this thing for years and wanting to check it out. So that end just seems to go into the ground, but this end here, it's kind of crazy actually. It looks like it literally goes straight up the cliffs. So that's pretty cool, and looks like a pretty good scramble, but I think I'm gonna check that out. Continuing following the pipe there. It's all hollow under here. Big crevice. Looks like this whole part of the mountainside is separating. So I'll make a pretty good rock slide, probably reach the highway. Anyway, still following this pipe. Finished going up the cliff there. Looks like we're getting close. Well, the pipe disappeared into the ground. Refound it a couple times. But yeah, I know, I've been searching around this area here. Climbed pretty high up compared to where we were. Obviously something happened around here because all the trees are tiny. So this area was cleared at some point in the past, but wherever that pipe goes, or wherever that pipe is now, I cannot seem to find it. So I'll look around a little more here. But I think I might have to, well, not have to, but you know, might give up here pretty quick. A little disappointing, but well, see what we can find.